are hardwired to do. So many of us are trapped inside our negative minds, making up stories that not only hurt us, but also hurt our families and even our relationships. What you focus on grows and grows and grows. And most of us go through our daily lives without realizing how much power our thoughts have over us. We don't choose our thoughts with intention, right? We just let them come like a wave. They just come like a wave, right? And for the most part, and this is what I found in my experience, our thoughts come out of habits, habits that we developed as when we were young, as children. Thoughts like, I'm not naturally athletic, I'm bad at math, I can't sing, right? These are the thoughts that have been programmed into our brains. But what if I told you there was a better way to think? What if I told you there was a better way to be? What if I told you you can find peace and relaxation if you just let go and surrender? How would that feel for you? Right? So I have a solution for you, and I'm going to go through a couple of really beautiful mindset hacks that you can use right away. But I also have a solution for you. Just type in the word mind, because I want everybody in the world to have my healthy mind workout with sound healing, because I believe that when we have a healthy mind, right? When our mind is frazzled, when we are emotional, we can't think clearly. And we can't think clearly, and we make poor decisions that will have ramifications, sometimes for the rest of our lives, because we are in monkey mind syndrome. This is a real thing, where there's a constant chatter that doesn't let you rest, doesn't let you be happy, has control over you, and then you make poor decisions, right? But a mindset, having a positive, healthy mindset, is something that we can all achieve. But the problem is that we haven't been given the proper tools. So we go every day, in particular, in this particular turmoil that we're in this crisis, and we do what? We give in to every single thought that we have. And it's hurting us, and it's hurting our community. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm also live on Instagram. My name is Isa Herrera, and I help women have happy lady parts. And now my big mission is also to help women have happier mindsets, right? Because when you can control what you think, when you can base your decisions on facts and not emotions, that is when we go, that's when you're going to thrive and you're going to rise. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've seen it over and over again. I've treated over 14,000 women, and every single time, the women who succeed, the women who do better, the women who progress forward, the women who succeed in life, because I also mentor professionals, are the ones who have a successful growth mindset. But that doesn't come easy. That is something that we have to train, right? So type in the word yes. I want to see everybody hanging with me today. Type in the word yes if you feel like you're currently experiencing a negative mindset, if you find yourself confused, if you find yourself unhappy, if you find yourself emotional, and let me know if you want some solutions. Okay. Now, if you want to listen to this later on, or if you're listening on the replay, please hit the share button so it goes into your timeline and you have it, right? And so you have it, so you have these beautiful tips. That's the first thing. If you know someone right now, and let me tell you something, I don't know who doesn't know somebody right now who is bugging out. If you know someone who's bugging out, somebody who's got a catastrophic mindset, somebody who needs help, tag them. Tag them right now and share this with them, because these tips and tools, yes, thank you for sharing that, for being honest. Amy, I really appreciate that. I like it when we have a sense of interaction. I like it when there's honesty, right? I like it when we do these virtual circles and they mean something to somebody and they help. So I'm going to go and I'm going to go through several solutions that I have given to thousands of patients that I actually practice myself, because I don't give you something that I don't practice, that have been really super successful in keeping me calm through this crisis. That's keeping me in a way that I'm flowing forward, right? Because those who at the end of this, right? What you do right now, how you conduct your life, the choices that you make, the decisions that you make are going to influence what's going to happen in 30 days in your life, because this will come to an end and everything is fixable. Everything. Okay. So, my first thing that I want to talk about is starting with your why, right? If we want to awaken our inner mindset, then we have to remember why we're doing what we're doing, and not taking and just and be more mindful about the actions that we're taking, about how we're conducting our lives. So for me, the most important thing, every time I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, I go back to why am I doing it? What's going to be the benefit for me? What's going to be the benefit for my family? What's going to be the benefit for my community? And so I always start with my why, and I go real deep into my why. Because sometimes when you're out there, like I am out there, right? Sometimes it can be difficult for me too. And so I go back to my why. Oh, I'm doing this because my mission is to help 1 million women heal from pelvic floor dysfunction. I'm doing this because right now, those of us who can, those of us who are willing, need to step up. We need to be role models. We can't hide anymore. So I start with my why, and every day I remind myself of why I do what I do, because it keeps me in my heart. And when I'm in my heart, and when I know my inner truth, my monkey mind can't get the best of me. The heart and the mind, there's a constant battle. But when you go deep into your heart, what you want, what you love, and you think about your joy, when you think about all the things that bring you pleasure, when you think about your dreams, it is very difficult to have a negative mindset. And I think I might have lost everyone on Instagram, but I'll put it back up on my feed so you guys have it. And you can always follow me on YouTube too. So that's the first thing that I do, right? Now, so many of us, and I'm going to tell you, I get emails every day. I have, over 100,000 women in my community. And I get emails every day. I get DMs, and it's all about doomsday thinking. And so I wonder sometimes what would happen if, instead of focusing on everything that's not working at the moment, if we reframe our reality, if we refocus on the positive, if we think about one simple thing that we're grateful for. When you're in a state of gratitude, it is very difficult to be in a negative mindset. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, and I recommend everyone do this, I tell myself right away 3 things that I'm grateful for, because I know that that's going to change my vibration. I know that that's going to help me to feel more in control of everything that's happening in my life. And I know that an attitude of gratitude always wins when the monkey mind is trying to battle for for me, because that's where we're going, right? So that's the one thing, right? And then when we start adapting a mindset that centers in the belief that everything is possible and the belief in the future, rather than clinging to habitual beliefs that we were taught as children, because they're so ingrained, and I'm telling you, I struggle with this too, right? Then we can choose to believe that things can change and that we can grow and that we can thrive and that we can rise, because that is where we're all going as a collective, right? When we think about what is it that I can learn from all this? What is it that I can take away so that I can live my dream life? I've been examining my life too, and I'm going to tell you, I'm making some changes. I'm going to make some changes. And sometimes things come to you in a way that it's not always pleasant. It's not always nice. It hurts. But you can overcome that. You can change that. You can create your own reality. You can focus on what's good. You can focus on what's working. You can focus on appreciation. And that is my second tip. Focus on the positive. I'm going to tell you right now, it works like a beautiful charm. If you're watching on the replay, thank you, everyone. Oh, I see a lot of hearts coming up. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I just love when everybody, there's so many women here right now. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for the support. I'm hoping that this is going to help everyone. I'm hoping that this is going to alleviate some fears. Now, another great thing that I love, this is one of my big tips, is vagal nerve toning. The vagus nerve starts here and innervates almost everything in your body, right? So when you're trying to develop a growth mindset and the vagal nerve, the vagus nerve, is connected to the parasympathetic, which is a happy mindset, our happy hormones. Um, then you ever see in the movies like when something's going down and it's really like, I wish I had some water here. I would splash my face with water right now. And they go into the bathroom and they're splashing their water with, right? And everybody's getting that water on, and you're like, what the hell's going on? But we feel like that's the right thing to do at the moment. You know why that is? Because that's a way to tone the vagus nerve, the vagal nerve. And how cool is that? That we can just do that. So when you find yourself overwhelmed throughout the day, when you find yourself like bugging out of your house, because a lot of us are in social isolation, including myself, and things take time, right? They take time for you to what? To sink in, right? But sometimes just go into the bathroom and splash really, really super cold water on your face. Or after you take your bath, your shower, cold blast your body. Boom. That gives you a positive mindset. That helps you stay in the moment, right? So I love the vagus nerve because it runs through almost your entire body and it influences your heart rate, your blood pressure, your speech, your swallowing, right? And so and it also communicates between the gut and the brain, so it helps reduce anxiety and stress. So the best thing that I can give you is like, if you're really suffering, make sure you wash your hands, right? Because I will have to wash our hands before you splash your face. How about that? Right? Do that. And that leads me to my final that I want to share is breathing, right? When you're breathing and you're focusing on the breath, and sometimes if you find your mind really getting racy, then what I would do is I just go like this. And I find myself breathing very deeply, almost every hour, because it's the only way that I, right now, can control my own destiny and my own happiness. Those around you, you can't control. Those around you who are in a negative mindset, overwhelmed, you can't control. But you can control your thoughts and you can control your actions. So connecting to the breath is something that I find really incredible. So let's review what I gave you, right? I've given you start with your why, focus on a positive mindset, tone the nerve, the vagus nerve, do some breathing, some deep breathing. And I also like yoga. So if you can go and practice yoga, go do that. If you have any kind of pelvic floor dysfunction, any kind of low back pain, then of course I recommend my yoga program, which is the press yoga program, because it's ultra safe. So do that. Move your body. Many of us can still go for a walk. Movement is positive. Movement is fantastic. So these are my best tips that will help you to have a more relaxed and happy mindset, right? So type in the word mind, and you're gonna get a special invitation in your messenger to my program, which I believe right now everyone should own and everyone should have. Um, so I will be here again tomorrow at 1 p.m. To go deeper into other things that I feel come up. I'm not quite sure what the topic is going to be, but it's going to be pretty incredible. And then starting next week, I'm going to go into the positive mindset challenge. We will no longer be having daily lives. I'm going to be doing that in my private membership. This is for women only in my Superstar Queens. So I'm going to be inviting my entire community, and I will also be posting it up in the different groups. So make sure that you are connected to that. Now, I leave you with this quote. The secret to happiness is to be grateful for the struggles you go through today because they will make you stronger and wiser. Don't let them break you. Instead, start to create a healthy and happy mindset. This is within everyone's reach. And the way to win is to start here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today in my Pelvic Power Hour. Super excited to have everyone here, and thank you for watching on the replay. All my love, sending you love, prayers, and much light. Bye, guys.